where the BJP in Karnataka has formed two fact-finding teams to investigate a series of maternal deaths and suicides in the state. In fact, the 13-member team focuses on maternal deaths, will be led by three legislators, including Shailendra, Avinash Jadhav and Chandru Lamani. In fact, the team will probe the deaths of of the ladies at the government hospitals, particularly in Ballari, where at least 5 maternal deaths occurred within a month. Meanwhile, a separate 17-member team will be investigating troubling a series of suicides across the state, including the case of several government employees. Among those leading the team is the MLA and in fact the former Home Minister Agra Janendra. In fact, the BJP says that the team will gather facts and analyze the root cause behind these incidents. Well, my colleague Mohammad Wajiullah will be joining us shortly to give more perspective on the story. In fact, just to give our viewers a little bit background of what transpired in Ballari. In fact, there were many cases which were reported of postpartum deaths in the government hospitals after certain mothers were administered a faulty or a substandard IV fluid. In fact, there were many cases which were reported from this very area, and in fact it gathered a lot of plaque across the state and around the country. In fact, my colleague Wajiullah is joining us live on the broadcast. Well, Waji, the first question is related to the Ballari deaths, and in fact I want to bring to the notice to our viewers that the investigation which TV9 has actually carried out is that impact of that investigation that finally the BJP has also formed this fact-finding committee.
Well, exactly. For a long time, we've been talking about how deaths in Ballari with regards to the pregnant women have been a big issue, and there have been serious lapses with regards to the health department. And now the BJP also, after the Belgaum session that ended a few days back, have now decided to constitute a fact-finding committee which will look into all the deaths that have happened in the last few months, not just in Bellary, but in the other parts of Karnataka, because we've got various case studies from areas like Raichur, Bangalore also, and other places in the states. And that is why the BJP now have decided to set up an entire fact-finding committee to corner the government with regards to Bellary. That if you remember, the Health Minister Dinesh Gundurao also clarified on the floor of the House with regards to how the entire company that was involved in providing these IV fluids, they've filed a case against this, and they've also asked the government in West Bengal to ban. And as we speak, they've also taken action against this. But we had also done an entire investigation into the matter with regards to how these IV fluids, which are procured in September, October, were supplied to all the district hospitals across the state when they were not even tested. And it's only on March this year that the tests were done, out of which it was concluded that two of the supplies were faulty, which raised question with regards to whether the other procurements that were done with regards to IV fluids, whether those were checked or not. So after these investigations, now a fact-finding committee by the BJP will look into the overall deaths that have happened with regards to the IV fluids in the state.